Hey, good morning, everybody. We're waking up in the Green Mountain state of Vermont. That's right. We're going to talk about people, places, times, and incidents. Things that happened over here in Vermont. I've got the file right here in my hand. I've got a cup of coffee, and no, it's not Green Mountain coffee. I do not support this place in any form or manner. So, with that being said, hopefully, after you listen to what I have to say and the paperwork I show you, perhaps you won't be interested in visiting Vermont either. Perhaps you'll keep your kids away from these perverts and predators, as well as pedophiles that walk the streets and fill the apartment buildings, as well as the schoolyards. It all started in 2007 when they illegally took my children from me. Invasion of privacy, but here's pictures of my home back when they took my child, right from my grandfather's founded land of Barnstable County Fairgrounds in Barnstable, Massachusetts. It was all done out of spite and put my children into trafficking. They were placed with police and Border Patrol agents. A detective from Vermont State Police Derby Barracks named Real Robillard and his wife. She was a bus driver. And then it was Jeffrey Hare, Mary Hare, Border Patrol agent, and his wife, IEP teacher, Brighton Elementary in Island Pond. Then it goes to Jeff Eaton. So I want you all to find out what happened to these cases. And why did they get dismissed? It's not because I neglected. It's because my trailer disappeared. There was a COVID travel ban. I was stuck down south and couldn't come back to Vermont, to my natural born state and origin. So there's a lot of frivolous activity in the state of Vermont. I know that the ACLU has already filed a lawsuit, but they didn't do it until they already had picked up on my situations. My situations aren't included in their situations, but I paved the fucking road for all of you. And exactly what happened? I trusted that my children were safe in a public school, and they weren't. My children were followed, watched, and then kidnapped by DCF under false pretenses. And I never got them back, but I never left their lives. Now, when I say I never got them back, it's not because I was found guilty. It's because the judge said he didn't find me guilty. However, Ms. Crossan, did you say you have a pacemaker? Yes, Your Honor. Well, with that being said, I find you will never be physically capable of taking care of raising your children. I terminate your parental rights. Boom. Well, let me tell you something. It's not fucking over yet. Lyme carditis and broken heart syndrome. 2 diagnoses from my heart condition leading to a pacemaker. And you want to say that I'm not physically fit? Well, let me fucking tell you something. I'm better fit than any of you motherfuckers out here. I guarantee it. Susan Brattleboro, reformer, I'm going to ask you one more time. This is April 2nd, 2025. Repent, apologize, or be lawsuited. I'm not playing games. I'm not a game player. I'm a justice seeker, and I want to live my life peacefully. The rest of you motherfuckers out here get to do what you want to do anytime you want to do. I'm not the one out here committing crimes. I'm the one out here fighting for fucking justice and upholding the rights of all of you. And what are you doing? Getting drunk, doing crack, and just hanging fucking out. And talking about your gifted children. Okay? Seriously. Y'all need to get fucking lives and start doing something about it. Your children are suffering out here because of you parents that are allowing them to stay in DCF custody. You say that they were taken away. No, they're not taken away from you. You're just not fighting enough for them. Proof that my trailer was taken, and I want you to know that Joda Hodge called me. Do you know who Joda Hodge is? Joda Hodge is a film producer for Hollywood. Lives in Lyndonville, Vermont. He was involved in taking my trailer, but he was also involved in the death of his ex-girlfriend, Melissa Jenkins, wasn't he? 2 innocent people, I firmly believe, sitting in prison for their lives. because they were framed without a doubt. And 2007, this was the principal, Michael Knox. He's now noted as a rapist, but he never got convicted, did he? I told each and every one of you about what was going on, and not one of you did anything. So I blame the state of Vermont for the rape of the young lady in New Jersey. And I want you to know that Vincent Aluzzi, the state's attorney, that used to be a senator for the state of Vermont, he's involved in a lot of frivolous activity, and you all know it. So if you've ever been in Guildhall, Essex County Court, and he was the state's attorney against you, I suggest you appeal any kind of conviction. And you start listening to me, start digging up cases and find out all of the frivolous activity. How many mothers has he destroyed by sending them away to the fucking cuckoo houses and psych wards? How many children's lives has he destroyed by taking them from their parents frivolously and placing them with police and politicians for adoption, for sex trafficking? Can you answer me? Why would I take the time to file all this fucking shit if it wasn't true? Here you go. This was a protection order. And then it was requested by phone. They say by me. They don't even have the fucking initials right. But here are the dates, times, and situation. So I want somebody to call. Call Caledonia Courthouse in St. Johnsbury, Vermont, and find out what really happened to this case. Because you know goddamn well, if I filed it, I meant it. I didn't call and ask for anything to be dismissed. But they dismissed a protection order after I had been raped and assaulted otherwise. My dog had been taken, and it was set up by this motherfucker. And he works for the feds. My phone was stolen by the U.S. Marshals at Burlington Federal Court. Never returned to me, and that was when I was in the courthouse filing. So again, I am here to spread the news and publicly request that Brenda Lovell and Christina Asher, you come forward and you start speaking out about your husband that you claimed dead and your daughter's father that you got death benefits from. Thank you. Brenda Lovell is from Northumberland. I spoke with the chief of police last night, and by the way, the administrating staff admitted that she knew about the situation, but she said that she didn't have anything in writing from me. Bitch, you had it on audio record, you had full conversation, and you sat on the information. Therefore, you're aiding and abetting suppression of information from the public about a con man, con artist, perhaps going by the name of David Lovell, that married Brenda Rice, former wife of Lee Rice Jr. So I'm going to ask and request that all of you contact Guildhall, Essex County Courthouse and ask Angel, Tammy, or anybody in there what happened to Kim Bree and the Crossan family.